Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Tri Sanjaya. I'm a student in UEE. It's a great pleasure to be here today. On this occasion, I will slightly present an article that I summarize. The title of my presentation is Analysis of Waste Management in TPST Piungan, Bantul Regency in Effort to Reduce Waste Flow. Let me now look at the PPT. Background. Yogyakarta Special Region is one of the province with tourist and educational destination from areas outside the DIY province or within the DIY province. This is one of the triggers for the waste problem in the DIY province because of the large number of migrants from outside the DIY province. The waste problem itself is a classic problem that occurs in urban areas, especially in Yogyakarta city. Until now, I still being development about waste handling and management. The waste problem must receive special attention along with the increasing population growth on Earth. Next, problems. As a result of the increase in the number of residents, the volume of waste increase of the exceeds the limit of the capacity of the final disposer. One of the factors that cause the increase in the volume of waste in the landfill is that the capacity or land use, and as a landfill cannot accommodate the existing waste capacity and the absence of proper waste management at the landfill. According to the Public Works Office of Housing and Mineral Resource Energy in DIY, the waste management system in Yogyakarta City, Sleman Regency, and Bantul Regency in 2018 jointly used the Piungan landfill as an integrated waste management site and became the location as their waste disposal. The lack of socialization and education on waste management in the communities around the Piungan landfill is also one of the factors of cause the increasing volume of waste. The Yogyakarta city government has issued at least 2 billion to finance the Piungan landfill. The Piungan integrates the waste management site itself is located in Ngablak Hamlet, City Mulyo Village, Piungan District, Bantul Regency, Yogyakarta. The construction of the Piungan TPST was carried out in 1665 and began to be operated in 1666 on 12.05 hectare and land of with a capacity of 207 million cubic meter of waste. The volume of waste at the Piungan TPS itself increased every year and result in environmental pollution in the areas around the Piungan TPS. Next, waste classification. Number 1, residential waste. What is meant here is waste generated from daily activities from housing or residential areas, are commonly referred to as domestic waste, which is in the form of food scraps, paper, plastic, metal, and even large size, such as fallen trees or household items that are no longer used, such as damaged TV, damaged washing machine. On the other hand, from the garbage of this residential house, there is garbage that didn't fit as entering group B3. Number 2, waste from commercial areas. This waste comes from shops, markets, hotels, and so on. Generally, this waste is in the form of paper, plastic, vegetable that have rotted, or it can be food waste. Number 3, institutional waste. This waste comes from the activities of school, universities, hospitals, and community institutes, and so on. Number 4, streets or public place garbage. The waste of this group is usually generated from recreational areas, parks, and other places of public nature. Number 5, municipal waste. This waste generally comes from industrial activities or hospitals with the same indication as domestic waste, with the presence of food waste, paper, and plastic. Waste management method in Pyongan. The waste management method in TPST Pyongan is the sanitary landfill method, which is a garbage disposal system by hoarding layer of waste with soil every day. The use of this method is considered ineffective because the existing waste will not disappear and tend to accumulate. But the area of the hoarding area does not increase. So there is still a build-up of waste that continues to increase over time. The last solution. With this of the sanitary landfill method, it is considered ineffective because the existing waste will not disappear and tend to accumulate, where the area of the self-hoarding areas does not increase, so that there is still a build-up of waste that continues to increase over time. The volume of waste will continue to increase in line with economic and industrial growth and the large number of people who have increased. Therefore, to avoid possible disaster such a waste explosion and landslides that can cause losses to waste management strategy at a Pyongan TPST, which has exceeded capacity, is very important to be carried out both by the local government and community participation in each region in terms of sorting waste, disposing of the waste to waste depots or TPS independently, and processing waste, so that the finding obtained in the field are the expansion of about 2 hectares or of land for the Pyongan TPST, which is being worked on the accommodate waste in the next 2 to 3 years. The existence of waste is inevitable, along with the increase in human population and complete with the establishment of large industry that produce waste in Yogyakarta. There is a need for awareness from the waste producer themselves in order to produce as little waste as possible and be able to recycle or process their waste as effectively and possible, thereby reducing the burden of TPST in collecting waste is increasingly unstoppable. It is possible that the expansion of the Pyongan TPST is the most effective things at the moment. To then think about future innovation. In addition to inviting the community to be wiser in responding to waste, to transfer of TPST location also does not necessarily have a good impact and might even create the slum. The location of the Pyongan TPST itself actually still has a lot of land, but many people live around the location, so the relocation of community housing might be used an alternative when in need the Pyongan TPST forces a continuous expansion, so that the areas is indeed sterile from community housing. The smell of garbage is also very disturbing to breathing, especially since most of the who have felt used to it. Do not use personal protective equipment in the form of masks, even though the use of masks still feel the stench coming from the Pyongan TPST garbage mountain. Okay, maybe this is a short video of the current condition TPST Pyongan. Okay, that brings me to the end of my presentation. This is a brief explanation of the analysis of waste management strategies at Pyongan TPST. I'd like to finish by saying thank you for your attention. I'd be glad to answer questions. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.